3 years ago, Whitehorse, my wife came with me. She's small, and there was a hockey game, shinny hockey game that took place before the event started, and she's the only hockey player my wife is who, when she puts equipment on, she actually looks smaller. So she's tiny. But this is it was a great day for her. She won a face-off from Trevor and then took a pass from Wendell Clark and got in a fuck you fight playing McDonald's. So when I was writing, figuring out what sort of song I would write for Hockey Day, I thought I would write about the Battle of Alberta, Edmonton, Calgary. And yeah, I sent this one to Jamie and Peggy sitting in the phone. Battle of Alberta.
The battle of it all. If it wasn't for the winter, then we would never see the snow. Yeah, love is war, what good is it for? November to early June. I drove north from Airdrie, and you drove south from Leduc. I was red and green, but you were copper blue. I looked like Khrushchevsky, you were small as hockey glue. The battle of Alberta, the battle of it all. If it wasn't for the winter, then we would never see the snow. Yeah, I fought the ice and the terror, long bus rides and tractor cabs. You thumbed your way to Calgary, you borrowed money from your dad. Despite your love of Gretzky, your allegiance to Messier. Well, I had 1986, you had 1988. The battle of Alberta, the battle of it all. If it wasn't for the winter, then we would never see the snow. You held me when the flames went down, held me through Steve Smith. Then Martin Canada versus the Habs Big Six. Now the lonely beat of White Album, lights out on the Red Mile. Two rugged northern lovers pray for expansion and lose for a while. Game by game, we both got great. We skated through the rest of the league. But you can't win unless you lose. No one escapes defeat. The battle of Alberta, the battle of it all. If it wasn't for the winter, then we would never see the snow. The battle of Alberta, the battle of it all. If it wasn't for the winter, then we would never see, then we would never see, then we would never see the snow. This my own name in the sand. That the good minus the bad equals swell. From Cheyenne to Edmonton, I don't want to see another boat of fries. Flat on my back, facing the sun. Just one more jump and I am free. Over 16 flaming 10-ton trucks. The Lord Jesus, a good woman, a bit of luck. I'm driving on, driving free. If you want to know my name, look at my shirt. Driving on, driving dreams. I was a hell-raising driver from Moncton and Get it? I took my place, the hotel room, but I never had much use for a single chair. I called God, he called the girls, so I staked out my position at the bar. To my wives, 1 to 3, I love them all. Straight whiskey in my hand, to let it fall. I'm driving on, driving free. If you want to know the dates, look at my shirt. Driving on, driving dreams. I was a hell-raising driver from Moncton and as I pulled the ghost of Alice to the ramp. She was tied, 3 shots were fired, then my body parts were scattered everywhere. White curtains, 10 angels, 20 popes, and then Elvis extended his right hand. I saw him there, saw my mom. Her hands pushed to her face to break the tears. The fire burned, the fire breathed. I was a hell-raising driver from Moncton and yes, I was a hell-raising driver from Moncton Not a lot rhymes with Fredericton, as you can tell. Anybody here? We're the state of home tax. Here's a song about music. I have a few of them. It's either music or hockey or sax. I grew up in Etobicoke. Yeah, really?
Represent!
Etobicoke will make a few appearances tonight. I was terrified of downtown. First time I was ever downtown with my parents, we were going to go to the Simpsons, which was at the corner of Yonge and Queen. And, my parents were like, they built it up,
so much. So we're going to go downtown. This is my first trip ever downtown from the suburbs. And they got me so nervous and uptight about going to downtown that I really feared it more than I'd feared previously, and I feared it a lot because it was a big city and bad stuff happened there. And you got knifed, and there was a St. Charles Tavern on Main Street, which is where the gay people were. And when I was in middle school, they said always walk on the east side of Yonge Street because if you walk on the west side of Yonge Street, it means you're gay. So I was like, where am I going? And so we piled into the sedan, you know, we got on the Gardiner Expressway in Toronto, and we went down. My dad dropped me and my mom and my sister off. And the Molson Beer Factory was a big deal, and it was huge, and quite pungent smell would come out of the factory, hoppy. So I think I was troubled partly by that, partly by the fear of the city, because as soon as I got out of the car, I was 11, I vomited all over the sidewalk. That was my entry into the city. I got used to it.
Still got
Well, my first rock concert was a stadium affair. Our dads drove us down to the front gates there. We looked at all the people in their rock and roll hair, and for the very first time I smelled dope in the air, and we saw yellow banana scent. But meatloaf was wicked, so we gave it up for the fat man. My second rock show, I was offered some pot, but I refused to be swayed or to be caught by the cops. Getting Alex Neil, they played penultimate rock, and for the very last song they set off 5 flash pots. My friend had an epileptic fit, but the crowd cheered him on, cause they thought that he was dancing on his back. My third rock show was in Epochal. Dave was outside at the Explo, the Alpine Way. Aerosmith and Gato, they were okay. When I saw the Ramones, it changed the way I saw the world. I saw everything. So I got on a leather jacket, cut holes in my jeans. My parents saw my pants and they took away the car keys for 2 days. 2 whole days. Yeah, the specials came before all the new wave. I even saw the birthday party. Played with Nick Cave. I saw XTC twice. I thought Paul Wall was Christ. Met Michael Stipe. He was distant, but he was nice. Joe Jackson saved my life. I was in Massey Hall. I got up and I started to dance. Then a big bad cop grabbed me and he pinned me against the stage. Joe reached down and he took the hat off the cop's head. So I struggled free and I ran up into the balcony. The swan died. The swan died. Now it's many years later, up on this stage, sometimes I feel a little like a bird in a cage. Under these lights, you're either a mouse or Stephen Page. Music belies one's actual age. Is it just a passing turn? Like a rusted car, hairstyle or an old shirt. Jump shot, 8 tracks and maybe a gate full of life. I was there.
one of the wait staff, I said that I was from Toronto, and she said, "Do you know Drake?" Which is probably the new thing that people ask people from Toronto. Changing times. I don't know Drake. Seems like a lovely fellow. Is Andrew still there?
I'm here. Is that with me?
Andrew's a handsome fellow.
Right.
Seriously, and able and capable in so many ways, really. Andrew has the good fortune of living in Montreal, a complicated place, but a lovely place for many reasons. I had a dream one night that Ian Blurton, who was in a band called Change of Heart, was playing on stage, and he was playing a song called "The Ladies of Montreal." And in most cases, when you dream a song, you never really remember it when you wake up, or like a lyric or anything like that. But I invented it, I guess, and I was like, well, what should I do with this song? And generally, I'm a sophisticated fellow that doesn't usually sing songs about girls, right? But I thought, well, maybe the lower part is telling me something in my subconscious. He's pointing me in the direction of more songs about girls. I only had to. It was the only thing I could draw from that experience. So this song, I'm going to play it for you. It's called "The Ladies of Montreal." It's dedicated to Andrew. This is how it appeared to me in my dream.
Got it bad. The ladies of Montreal, lipstick, code red, everything's alright. French chicks insist on a Saturday night. Ladies of Montreal, smoke dope, drink wine in their underwear. Those West Coast girls say it isn't fair. The ladies of Montreal. Bye-bye, Saskatchewan, the boys aren't coming home. The winter's sweeter in this town. And the girls, they look like either Jean-Pierre Peugeot or Carol Long or Jessica Bray. Hey, hey. And you cheer for the Habs if they did the trick, but oh man, you can't, so get over it. The ladies of Montreal, lockstep, hand in hand down in Crescent Street. It's a meeting of the Amazon Beauty League. The ladies of Montreal, total control is their master plan. Multiply, make love, spread over the land. Ladies of Montreal. And bye-bye America, the boys aren't coming home. The autumn's sweeter in this town. And the girls, they look like either Miriam the Dove and Maureen Chantel Pelletier. Hey, hey. You live fast all day, every night, oh yeah. She's got the gift, she's got it bad. Now the ladies of Montreal, and the ladies of Montreal, and the ladies of Montreal, and the ladies of Montreal.
Or as we say in Toronto, don't please, don't. We really don't want to get into that, do we? Because we could be here all night. It would only end in, like, you know, blood and pain and drinks. So thanks. Are there any activists in the crowd?
Sure.
Well, you guys, you activists, let me tell you. Such a pain in the ass. Like, you know, seriously, our country is prospering. We're at an economic high water mark, right? You know, banks didn't collapse, bridges work, except in Quebec. You know, politicians today are of a certain virtuous breed, species, spore, and all the activists want to do is they want to like screw things up. So they, you activists, you know, you put your hand up. It's all on you. Seriously. Fredericton prospering, all the outlying malls being built. It's great.
They're all going to be fracking wells soon, it's okay.
No, are you an activist too? We should be sitting together. Maybe behind a curtain or something. This is for you guys. Well, they're foul and they're filthy. They're all together right now. You never find them working in an office or anymore. They think that money's evil, that democracy is free. They're either tied up to a tractor or chained up to a tree. All their incessant drumming, it makes me angry, it makes me mad. The Grateful Dead, they weren't nothing but a faint and fleeting fact. You won't get a thing unless you join the modern world. A car for every working man. Boy, for every girl. Take a bath, hippie, take a bath. Take a bath, hippie, take a bath. This ain't the 1960s, these are brand new modern times. Everyone is equal, and everyone's doing fine. Look around you, open your eyes. Well, Woodstock was a failure. That it is so clear. Peace, it isn't what it seems, the closer you get near. We need a good old conflict to keep us fine and sharp. A bright and shining glory, unless we end up in the dark. Well, I sing a song of music, I sing a song of calm. It's not the kind of ditty that makes you want to sing along. It's the grinding sound of progress, the thrumming of success. But you can't see the difference, as if I liked you any less. Take a dive, baby, take a dive. Take a dive, baby, take a dive. This ain't the 1960s, these are brand new modern times. Everyone is equal, and everyone's doing fine. But if you want to sing along to the last chorus, you can.
That would be awesome.
I hate fucking sing-alongs, but it seems apropos. There's no return on your investments. There's no hedging of your funds. I hope your hemp has value after all your rope's been spun. The revolution ended the day Trudeau retired. A land of Stephen Harper, we got the country we desired. So hide out in your teepees and hide out in your yurts. Eat your free-range pigeons, stew bugs for your dessert. Hold on to the fantasy that life is full of hope. But before you beg for money, please buy some fucking soap. I take a dive, baby, take a dive. Take a dive, baby, take a dive. Well, this ain't the 1960s, these are brand new modern times. hope you learned your lesson through song. Not to bother anybody else. Okay. I'm going to totally disprove everything I said in my song. This is an equal opportunity to focus on. So, you know what I got to say after I can confession right now? We're almost friends. We've gone through that wall almost. Well, dented a little bit. I haven't played a gig in a long time. And it was probably a grave error. Long John's in a little suit. So if I pass out, my ID's in my back pocket. Forget it. You forget when you perform that actually you're going to try. Which means you're going to start from start. Oh, has a photo. Would you like to take my photo? Would you like me to do something outrageous? It's pretty early in the set to do something outrageous. I can stand in this little window pane. I'm not sure what the metaphorically stands for, but something else. I think my first folk album was called Folk Music Group. Very low hits.
When the old boy was 17, he saw his parents die. The cops, they came, the army stayed, and they played all night. But he's got more love in his tiny fist. You hate your greed and your avarice. Truth and love and beauty are my kings. Last of the dead wrong things. La 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 la. Last of the dead wrong things. La 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 la. Last of the dead wrong things. La 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 la. Last of the dead wrong things. La 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 la. Last of the dead wrong things.
That was Last of the Dead Wrong Things from the second Weekend record.
Chad Kruger, you are killing us now. The children are dying, too blood for his power. Your hands of lies, your voice dribble and harmonize. Chad Kruger, you are killing us now. Where are the angry young ones? Yeah, where are they now? They're lost in the maelstrom of sound, lost in the crowd. Kevin O'Leary, yeah, killing us now. You say that I suck, but it's this subject of which I'm proud. I'm free and off key, that's a dream you'll never be. Kevin O'Leary, you're killing us now. Yeah, Stephen Harper, you are killing us now. You're gold in the suburbs, but you're poison downtown. Another colonel got fragged, fuck the dykes and the fags. Stephen Harper, you are killing us now. Where are the angry young ones? Yeah, where are they now? They're lost in the maelstrom of sound, lost in the crowd. Chad Kruger and you. These colors bleed through when they're red, white, and blue. I'm Americanized. Where's my chicken? Where's my fries? Stephen Harper, Justin Bieber, and you. Tim Hortons, it's true.
Canada's become the place that finally we can produce grade A assholes. It's great. You know? Foreign diplomacy. Fuck that. That doesn't make that nice. Blue Berets. Cancel them. Man, it's weird. On our watch, too, right? If the activists weren't out there, like, you know, taking up all the good protest stuff. Just kidding. I'll do another political song. Our new record's coming out on Canada Day. and it's called The Motherland. And it's so there's a lot of songs kind of like this that I'm going to do next. This next song, just about, like I was saying, about the failure of this country on so many levels. It's a great country. People are amazing. The land is, so opulent and grand. Thank God we have a lot of land. Because if we were a small country, like the people who seem to be proactively destroying it would have probably just devoured it by now. But that's why when you read about the North, the Globe Mail about how the North is the future, really what it means is that the rough future will go on. I don't want to be too cynical or bring you down. You're drinking alcohol. It's depressing, right? You guys have fun? I was like, when I walked in tonight, I was like, that's a cool table to be at a Dave Bidini show. So thanks. I hate to think that everything could disappear in 4 small years. But you and me won't ever see what lurks behind the dark veneer. Yeah, power is a deadly fizz that burns away the face and skin, resembling the hideous thing whose legacy is just to win. All hail Canada, betray the past. We're the only country but the state's not to sign the Kyoto Accord. All hail Canada, from sea to sea. We're polluted by the cancerous toxins of our industry. But where to start when looking at all the damages that have been done? He's the warrior. It's a figment of the imagination of a dangerous mind. Oh, all hail Canada, betray the past of diplomatic clemency and a focus on human rights. All hail Canada, from sea to sea. The mutilation of our lungs, protecting our fisheries. You won't find anything you've got was given was mine. Unless there's civil unrest, there won't be another next time. Hey! Are destroyed to please the greedy needs of his and his kind. Conservative ideologies that bound and gag until we go blind. Oh, all hail Canada, betray the past. All hail Canada, where prisons grow for the minimum sentencing of the potheads who are caught at home smoking dope, lying in bed
I sent him to prison with the blacks and the Indians in the land of the brave and the free. Free!
Thanks a lot. I never did that on acoustics. Okay, I'm going to debut a song. I'm surprised nobody's written a song like this before. Considering all this been going on, you know what I'm talking about, man. I come from Etobicoke, right? Like this we did.
Yeah!
Table back, Etobicoke. The thing about Ford Brothers is that Doug.
I bought dope from him, man.
What's that?
I bought dope from Doug's house. Like, I went to Doug's house. Oh, fuck yeah. Yeah, it's
That's
hard.
exactly where I was going.
Yeah, oh, yeah, sorry. You tell your story. You tell your story. Sorry.
The thing about Doug is that he's a really, 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 really good drug dealer.
Yeah, yeah. That's good.
You should exact certain pride out of that. I don't know what it was like for you, but James Gardens for me was always a little bit greasy.
Oh, yeah?
Because I
Big
kid you
time.
not.
The wedding's over there.
Let's get a check, right? We're clear. The Ford Brothers anyway. It was greasy. Like you go to James Gardens, which was sort of on a bit of a plateau near Humber River, Humber Valley, and Doug literally had like a fleet of Z28s at his disposal, right? For some reason, all the Italian guys in that neighborhood loved the Ford Brothers. I don't know why. Like they aspired maybe to be the Ford Brothers, being second generation Italian, or third generation, that's what I am. But so you go, there'd be a greasy Z28, which was a shitty version of a Trans Am, I must say. Like you buy a Z28, you kind of like the Trans Am, or if you want to go cheap, which Doug, like any good businessman would do, right? You don't want to go out on the Trans Am and you got a Z28. So you pull up in your dad's fucking Pacer, right, or Gremlin, if you were lucky, and you get out of your car, your passenger would get out of the car. You know, we'd be wearing our awkward, windbreaker pants that our moms had bought us, our cougar shoes, right? Acme, bad haircut, and breaking voice like a kid on The Simpsons, and you kind of go up to the window. Buddy would roll it down, and he would basically tell you to go back and sit in the car. That was the first exchange, pretty warm exchange. And then you sit in the car listening to your, Styx, Grand Illusion, A-Track, and I'd be worried about what's going to happen next. And the wind would roll down again, and we'd go, and we'd give the money and get the hash, which was really good. I must say though, I once bought 12 joints off of a Ford dude who said, it's really good, it's Sicilian, right? But I didn't really realize after I started smoking that it was code for oregano. So, anyway, the Ford Brothers were really good. Well, he was really good at drug dealer, and he was very good offensive lineman as well. But Rob was always the fat-headed little brother, kind of towel boy, right? And he would always be kind of, they'd slap him around, and he would be a bad boy. He would go and do stuff for him, but he was really admired his older brother, obviously. And a friend of mine who knows the Ford Brothers well, as soon as Rob got elected mayor, he said to me, I've got 2 words for you, Marion Barry, who was the Chicago mayor who was busted for crap. So he could see it coming. I don't think a lot of us were gullible, right? I think Toronto generally traditionally has been that kind of city. Give people the benefit of the doubt, or just not really rise to the occasion in honesty. And so he became so I was like, well, there aren't really, probably some folk singers have written Ford Brothers songs, but I thought, I'm from Fredericton, I'm safe enough distance. So I'm going to sing a song about Rob Ford. But it's like, the thing about Rob Ford is, sure, I could could, in lyrics, try to address the phenomenon and try to describe him in song. But the great thing about Rob Ford is he's such a prodigious self-implicated. So the lyrics to this song are all words that Rob Ford has used. Press conferences, his radio show, and got me off the hook. I realized I didn't really have to write lyrics because you know what Rob said. So I'm gonna fuck it up because I turned it before, but I'm gonna have another drink. I'm nervous all of a sudden talking about Ford. All the politicians out here are great though, right?
Oh yeah. Corruption-free zone.
So while I'm thinking about it, I was at we wrote the Sports Hall of Fame today. Has anybody not been there? Wow, that's funny. I didn't think I would get a laugh with that. What's that? Everybody's been there.
Oh yeah.
Is that what that laugh is for? But that laugh was like, are you kidding? I haven't fun about this. I'm not going to read too much into it, but it's amazing. They have Babe Ruth's hunting license on the second floor. Here goes that. Let's get question 113. You can talk for a minute amongst yourselves about how awesome Bidini song about Rob Ford's music. Can you believe we're here tonight hearing the debut of the Rob Ford song? I don't know. It's not wrong. Pretty hard to hide. 300 pounds of fun. Yeah, 4 more years. Yeah, 4 more years. Put gravy on that turkey, baby. 4 more years. There's a contest for the nicest float. I say a lot of speeches. If you're not doing needles, you won't get A's. Sprinklers are going non-stop. I'm just digesting my food. Nuts. Subways are fast because they don't run on the street. Christmas, 4 more years. Yeah, 4 more years. Put gravy on that turkey, baby. 4 more years. Well, on the bench triumphant, you already knew they were huge. Oriental people, they look like dogs. That's why it's spelled out a read. I said the F word, I said the bitch word, but please, people, have some respect. Give me a mop and I'll clean the floors. I use the football as a carrot. Yeah, 4 more years. Yeah, 4 more years. Put gravy on that turkey, baby. 4 more years. The song even has a bridge. I stand up in the boat all the time. It's nonsense. Swimming with sharks. Yeah, sooner or later, you're gonna get bit. You're gonna get bit. You're gonna get bit. But I don't miss it. I don't miss it. Weasels and snakes belong in a zoo. Cyclists are a pain in the ass. I'm not a sellout. I'm poorer than a mouse. McDonald's is my best friend. People all know the message is clear. I like football and trains. I ain't rich and I ain't pretty. I'm the mayor of this fucking city. Yeah, 4 more years. Yeah, 4 more years. Put gravy on that turkey, baby. 4 more years. Yeah, 4 more years. Yeah, 4 more years. I've been in a drunken stupor all of these years. I was really trying to work in, I've got enough to eat heat at home. It seems too obvious though. Alright, I'm going to do a couple more. It's a big night of music here in Fredericton town. The Dick, Fred. And it's a great show happening in the Capitol upstairs with chairs going to play. They'll have their martial acts with them.
Oh yeah.
So, and you guys have a flaming gong, right?
Oh yeah.
Got a flaming gong, they got a fucking sign that's like this big, it comes down after you do the second tune. Shit. They have like sparkler.
It gets so cold on the timberlines. Yeah, the land is wild, but we are wintergreen. Brian went to Niagara Falls. As a junior, he had it all. He had a banquet of girls and the records with Bobby Orr. Was kicked up to the NHL. He'd be playing at Madison Square. When the coaches would scream, he'd turn his back and play air guitar. Who has poisoned the prodigal son? Why does hockey devour its young? Is it the curse of the cold or the promise of a winter will kill? Do you dream of winter in the summertime? I dreamed of all those things you wanted to be. It gets so cold on the timberlines. Yeah, the land is wild, but we are wintergreen. John Cordick was taken down by 10 cops in a motel room. He was juiced, angry, coked out. He was bound for his grave. But John Cordick was Forty's friend. They kicked around from team to team. After Cordick's demise, things got bad for the Golden Blade. Was out of hockey at 31. He drifted here and over there. One night with his friend, he broke into his buddy's high school. They were found wasted and out of their minds. They were naked and shivering, yeah, covered in cooking oil, dragged to the local jail. The sorry sad demise. In the press he was vilified as a stupid wasted creep. As a stupid wasted creep. But he didn't have to be. No, 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 he didn't have to be. They were doing the best they could with the game so far away. He went fishing with his old man down in Florida. His heart exploded while in the boat. Papers said it was an overdose, but he did not burn out. He was just getting clean. Who has poisoned the prodigal son? Why does hockey devour his young? At his funeral, only one ex-teammate was there to cry. Do you dream of winter in the summertime? I dreamed of all those things you wanted to be. It gets so cold along the timberlines. land is wild, the 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 land is
All right, thanks for the encore. It's cool. I can tell my wife that. She said that when I told her I was coming, she was like,